So there's been a lot of changes with the Carolina Panthers over the past couple months, but one thing is for sure, Christian McCaffrey is sticking around, signing a new deal. He is now the highest paid running back in the NFL. I'm so excited to have him here on One Up, One Down. Christian, I've been covering your career since your sophomore year at Stanford, so I'm so happy for your success.
Oh yeah, well, thank you. I appreciate it. No, I'm extremely excited. I mean, I got drafted by the Panthers, and ever since I got to Charlotte, I knew it was somewhere I didn't want to leave. So, I appreciate all the support. I've gotten great support from Panthers fans. So, I'm excited to get this on the road.
I know you're not quarantining here in Charlotte, right? You're out in Colorado with your family. How many McCaffreys are in a house right now?
Right now, there's five McCaffreys here, but we got I think 4 other people as well. So we got a full house. We took I think it was a 10-person max to heart. So I think there's 9 people here.
I saw you guys like playing Ninja, like you and your brothers. Is that like my kids knew what that was, but I didn't know what it was.
Yeah, we find stuff throughout the day that we'll do to just keep it fun. But thankfully, both my little brothers are quarterbacks, so I still get to throw with them and hang out with them. And you try to look at the positive in situations like this, and being able to hang out with them is truly, kind of been a blessing, because, I don't know if we'd ever be able to, experience something like that during the rest of our lives.
Yeah. When is the last time all of you guys were together in one place?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. I really couldn't tell you. I mean, maybe for my little brother's bowl game this past year, but that was for like a day or two. So it's been a while since we've all been under the same house.
So I've openly tweeted and openly told your mother before that I have a huge woman crush on her, because anyone who can raise 4 boys, I have 2, and for all of you guys to turn out the way that you did, I just think that she's amazing. She must be so thrilled to have you guys all under one roof.
Yeah, I think she's loved it more than anyone. She has girls under her roof too, which is so no one's been happier than her this whole quarantine. So
is there one thing that like your mom sort of reverts back to being like, do you revert back to like a kid and let her do your laundry or let her do this when you're kind of around her?
No, it's flip-flopped. So I feel like she's put in enough work that now we're kind of the ones that try to clean up. She still can't help herself though. Even when we tell her not to clean, she'll start cleaning up. So she's definitely the star of the house.
Yeah, I wonder what quarantine would have looked like when you guys were like 10, 11, 12, like 4 boys running around when you were that age.
That would have been a riot. I don't know what would have happened. That would have been a lot on everybody, I think.
How are you staying in shape? How are you working out? I mean, that's something that everyone's sort of battling right now.
Yeah, for me, I mean, my schedule really hasn't changed. It's been great. I still, get all my runs in. I get all my, linear days in, lateral days in. I got a great weight room that I train at. So it's actually been really convenient for me. I get to just hang out with my family and still do my training. And, now we started meetings and everything. So my schedule is pretty standard.
So you guys are doing meetings on Zoom right now? Is that how we're doing it?
Yep.
Wow. Are you, please tell me that you're just like us, that like the boredom sets in and you're like walking to the fridge and trying to open the fridge and trying to eat.
Yeah, that's a game I play constantly, is open the fridge a few times and maybe I'll find something that I missed the first 3 times to eat. But you definitely get a little bit bored, and with everybody here it can get a little hectic. So a change of scenery would be nice. I'm definitely excited for all this to end.
Do you have a cheat meal, Christian? Like what's your sort of cheat?
Man, that's tough. I have very good discipline when I'm the one shopping, because I don't buy anything bad. But if there's things that are bad around me, I have trouble. So lately they've been making scones.
I saw.
The women have been making scones in the house, and right now I can't help myself. Every time I walk by, I got to take a bite of one. So I'm trying to stay as disciplined as possible. But I feel like if I take a bite, I got to go do something extra. So I'm trying to stay normal.
I saw some of that on your mom's Instagram, actually, some of those things that they've been cooking. I got to think it's hard to be disciplined when all that stuff is running around.
Yeah. No, it's good though. You definitely burn enough calories here too. So it ends up evening out.
So the 99 Super Bowl was on just the other day. And I'm wondering, did you guys sit around and watch it?
Yeah, we watched it. And then we decided to watch the 98 one after that. And I'd only seen the highlights. I'd never seen the actual full game. So being able to watch the highlights, being able to see, my dad play and obviously not live action, but see the whole game was cool. And he had actually never seen it either. you kind of get done with the game, you win, and you go on from there. So it was cool to watch him watch the game as well.
Do you give him heck? Like, do you give him heck about like a route he ran or like the way he was off the line or anything?
It's more his mannerisms. He always does this little neck crack, and I think it's hereditary because everyone in our family does that. At least me and my brothers do. But he's very stoic, no emotion, and kind of just went about his business. So kind of cool to watch. Nothing's really changed.
That's kind of like you, though, right? I mean, like when you're on the field, you don't. I mean, you're kind of. You go to a different place.
Yeah, it's definitely similar. Most of the time I'm just trying to breathe, because I'm out of breath. But, he definitely had a way of doing things, with the small shoulder pads. He'd wear kicker shoulder pads. He wouldn't wear any leg pads. He tried to be as light as possible. So he looks a little funny out there, but definitely really fun watching him play.
Yeah, of course he looks little standing next to Mark Schlereth, right? I mean, like, did you see Stink in that clip?
They look, I think the pads back then were so massive that you could be, solid 260 and look like you're 320. So everybody looked a little bit bigger.
I do want to ask you, you mentioned being out of breath. So I worked the 2016 Kansas State-Stanford game, and I was probably about 5 feet away from the field when you ran that 97-yard punt back. And of course it didn't count. But when people ask me about being on the sideline and what it's like to be like on field level, I always bring up that play because I don't think I've ever seen a human being run as quickly as I saw you run in that play. So if that was to go off now, like, do you think you'd be faster than you were back in 2016?
Definitely. Yeah. Definitely way faster than I was.
Because you were, I mean, it was like a flash.
Well, thank you. Yeah, hopefully that's out of you, man. I always think I'm moving really fast, and I watch myself on tape, and I'm always like, man, I feel like I was moving a lot faster than that. But I appreciate you saying that.
I ran gassers with Coach Rule one time when he was at Temple, and I almost beat him. So you'll be able to. Wow. You'll be able to beat Coach Rule when you do, if you go do that. Yeah. Before I let you go, I do want to talk about the 22andU, right? Because you are doing so much to give back to everybody right now who's battling through, this virus. So where are you guys right now with raising some money?
Well, it's doing unbelievable right now, and we've had so much support. I mean, it's really been pretty motivating and inspiring for me, just the outpour of people who have donated, companies who have donated. Mr. Tepper donated a lot of money, and just seeing, even whether it's a big amount or a little amount, it's reached so many people. And I think the most inspiring thing is getting the notes from the frontline workers and the hospital workers who just say thank you to all the people involved. And it's a great team. It's a great program, and very excited we did it. And I feel like we've helped out a lot of people.
Christian, thanks for your time. And as someone who lives here in Charlotte, we're super happy you're sticking around and can't wait to see you this season.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
For the best NFL coverage anywhere on the internet, follow NFL on Fox, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.